Bushfires across New South Wales that have flared dramatically across parts of the state overnight. New pictures into the newsroom show a firestorm raining down on crews battling to protect homes on the outskirts of Sydney. Huge walls of flame surround firefighters on all sides at Green Wattle Creek near the Warragab Dam.
The bushfire flared to emergency level late yesterday, fuelled by strong winds. Very dramatic, isn't it? Homes have been destroyed in these latest blazes. Right now the situation is more than 100 fires are burning across New South Wales. The main concern this morning is for blazes north of Sydney to the city's west and on the state's south coast. Our reporters are in key locations this morning, and we begin with Stella Todorovic, who's at RFS headquarters in Sydney. Stella, in some good news, the fires have been downgraded overnight.
That's right, Pete, but it's going to be another challenging day for crews on the ground, with conditions expected to worsen in parts of the state. There are 3 fires that are of grave concern for firefighters today. Those are the fires burning at Gospers Mountain in the Hawkesbury, the 3 Mile fire on the Central Coast, and the Little L Complex fire burning near Singleton. Yesterday, the Currowan fire bore down on Bawley Point on the south coast, impacting the community there at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Some making the decision to leave at the last minute, and others decided to stay.
It's on its way up the hill behind us, so we're just doing our last preps at home and wet the place down and get out of here, basically.
And I've got another lot of buckets out there. I've got hoses here.
There are reports at least 1 home has been lost in that fire, but that number is expected to rise over the course of the day. Today, conditions will ease on the south coast, but will worsen in central and northeastern parts of New South Wales. The Gospers Mountain fire in the Hawkesbury has already burnt through more than 20,000 hectares, and there are real fears today that it could join up with the 3 Mile fire burning near Wiseman's Ferry, backing on to the Central Coast. Total fire bans are in place for 10 regions across New South Wales, including the Greater Sydney region, the Upper Hunter, the Shoalhaven and Illawarra regions, as well as the North Coast and New England. There is no sign of reprieve, Laura and Pete, until tomorrow.
Trouble, isn't it? Yeah. Stella, appreciate it. Thank you.
Charlotte Wortlock now is on the southwest outskirts of Sydney. Charlotte, one of those fires will be the focus today. That's at Green Wattle Creek, where you are. What are conditions like at the moment?
Well, Laura, at the moment it's actually quite cool. It's around 14 degrees here out near Camden in southwest Sydney, and there's hardly a lick of wind, but it won't stay that way for long. It is going to be a challenging day for firefighters on the ground here. The Green Wattle Creek fire, it's burnt through around 36,000 hectares so far, and it was started by lightning around a week and a half ago. Now, yesterday I spoke to some fire crews on the ground who have said that that fire travelled around 10 kilometres. They say today the areas that are of a main concern are going to be Orangeville and Werribee. Now, last night we saw some really confronting scenes for these fire crews on the ground around late at night. They were working till 1 a.m. to try and contain this blaze, and we saw walls of fire exploding as they tried to really get the upper hand on this blaze. But some of them actually got injuries. 3 firefighters that were fighting this blaze got minor burns to their neck and also to their arms. They had to be taken to hospital, but the good news is they have recovered and they have now been released. Now, today it is going to be a challenging one for fire crews. The Mayor of Wallandilly, Matthew Death, we spoke to a short time ago, and he said that some homes have been lost.
We do know that there has been some property damage sustained, and certainly we'll be looking to get a much clearer picture this morning. It was quite a significant fire last night that was bearing down on Orangeville. And I know that the RFS have been doing a tremendous job in protecting a lot of property up and around the Orangeville area.
So the Oaks Fire Brigade, where I am, it is being used as a headquarters at the moment. We had fire crews working to the early hours of this morning, and some of them have just started to arrive again today to go back out and try and contain this blaze. It is going to be a long day ahead for them. We're heading for 35 degrees, and we'll see winds similar to what we saw yesterday, peaking just after lunchtime around 2 p.m, which is really going to be the danger zone for this fire.